So today we're going to talk about the structure of metals and how that relates to the properties that the metals have. So if you have a look at a diagram of the structure of a metal, we all know that metals are all solids at room temperature, other than mercury. So they will be arranged in nice, neat rows in a lattice like that. And actually all of these particles are all positive ions. Okay? So we know that metals will want to form positive ions because they want to lose electrons in order to get a full outer shell. But where have those electrons actually gone? What's it done with those electrons that it wants to get rid of? Well, it actually just releases them into a kind of cloud. So we say that these positive ions are in a sea of delocalized electrons. So we can draw those in randomly in the lattice. Okay, and we can label all of that to say what it is. So these are the delocalized electrons. And they surround the positive metal ions. Right, so we understand the structure of a metal. Can we use this to explain some of the properties that the metals have? Well, yeah, we can explain a few properties using this diagram. So, first of all, and most importantly, we can explain why metals conduct electricity. So in order to conduct electricity, any substance needs to have charged particles that are free to move. And here we can see that it's got delocalized electrons. So localized means in one place. Delocalized means that they're not held in one place. So it's these delocalized electrons that allow it to conduct the electricity. The electrons start to move through the lattice. It's important to understand that the positive ions can't move. They're trapped in this regular arrangement. But it's the movement of the electrons that allows the currents to flow. Okay, so what else can we explain using this diagram? Well, we can also explain why the metal is malleable. And remember, by malleable, we mean that we are able to change the shape of the metal. So what's actually happening when we change its shape is that we're able to move these rows over the top of each other. The layers of these positive ions can actually slide over each other. And the reason for that is that the positive ions are held together by their attraction with the electrons. Okay? So they are malleable because the layers of metal ions can slide over each other. Alright, and metals are also able to conduct heat. And we can explain that in a very similar way to the conducting electricity. That if I give the metal energy at one end of the structure, the electrons which are able to move will be able to transmit that movement, the vibration of the heat, through the structure, allowing it to conduct electricity. Okay, so that's an overview of the structure of metals and a link to some of the key properties that you might see in the exam. I hope that that is useful to you.